What is up, everybody? It's Coaster Pete here, aka Peter from Club Coaster, coming back with another time-lapse here of Oak Point. That's right, Oak Point Part 15. So, in this time-lapse, we'll be making some changes. We'll be making some changes to the Rockabye Construction Hybrid Coaster, and as well as the Intamin Blitz Coaster. So, by the way here, off screen, I've actually, I redesigned the Intamin, I redesigned the Rockabye Construction, the layout, I redesigned the track layout of the Rockabye Construction Hybrid Coaster, and also, now it just has, I try to make it as perfect as I could. The reason why, it's been quite a while since I uploaded, an Oak Point video to YouTube, to my Club Coaster channel. It's been quite a while since I've uploaded an Oak Point time-lapse here. So, by the way, I've actually been, the reason why I've been taking so long, I'm taking a really long time on this, longer than I should on this project, on this project of Club Coaster Entertainment, the Club Coaster Entertainment chain, is because, sometimes I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I'm trying to make things perfect, but, I know nobody's perfect, but, I'm trying to be, I know I'm more or less perfectionist, so I always want to get things right in my mind, you know? And, of course, it will not always be perfect. It won't be perfect no matter what, but, I'm trying to make it as best as I could be. So, by the way, so basically, off screen, I've actually redesigned the Rockabye Construction track layout, the track layout of the hybrid coaster, the Rockabye Construction hybrid coaster, and I've also made it, and also, what I'm trying to make it is, trying to design it to be basically, I'm trying to make it basically like a Steel Vengeance 2.0, I'm trying to make it like a Steel Vengeance 2.0, but I'm trying to build it to be like a Steel Vengeance 2.0, but with longer ride length, with a much longer ride length, and trying to make it like the more improved version of Steel Vengeance, kind of like a Steel Vengeance 2.0, but with a longer ride duration and a longer ride length, with a much longer ride length, yeah, and but not a copy of, but not clone of Steel Vengeance. I'm not trying to make anything like a clone of Steel Vengeance. I was just trying to I was trying to inspire it off of kind of like a Steel Vengeance 2.0 as much as possible without it being a clone or a mirrored image or anything. I'm trying to make, it's kind of like a new improved version of Steel Vengeance, but with a much longer ride length and much more airtime. And this coaster has 40 airtime hills, 40 pops of airtime this coaster has, and it also does have one more inversion. And this coaster also has 5 inversions. Yeah, and so it's kind of yeah, it's kind of like a Steel Vengeance 2.0. Like I said, it's kind of like a Steel Vengeance 2.0. Kind of. But not a clone of Steel Vengeance, without copying Steel Vengeance. Or even mirroring it. So it's kind of like a Steel Vengeance 2.0, but with a much longer ride, with a longer ride length, and as well as it's like a new improved version of Steel Vengeance, kind of. With a lot more airtime hills, 40 airtime hills this coaster has, 40 pops of airtime. So, by the way, so basically, as you see here, I'm also working on the queue line of this Rockabye Construction Hybrid Coaster 2 as well, you know? Yeah, like, except thing is, though, I've also tried to change up with the name, too, as well. I tried to rechange and I also renamed it, came up with a new name for this Hybrid Coaster 2 as well, so I'm no longer gonna name it Stampede Runner or Steel Stampede, like, the reason why is because instead, I decided to go for a name such as Steel Bull. Instead, I decided to go with the name Steel Bull. That's right, Steel Bull. Yeah, so basically, and also will no longer have, the triple deck queue line, basically, like, where there's, like, 3 floors of switchbacks, that, like, it no longer will have that kind of queue line. Instead, it'll basically have, it'll have quite a few, multiple sets of switchbacks, and archways, and it'll kind of have a multiple set of switchbacks, and kind of like tunnels, like, I mean, like, and archways, like, an archway that interacts with, an archways that interact with the transfer table, and interact and go under the transfer table, and between the loading platform and next to the pre-lift section. Yeah, like, would interact a lot with the pre-lift section. Yeah, so basically, I did hear about this new Rockabye Construction Topper Track wooden coaster, though, that I did want to, reason why I kind of wanted to, like, make kind of like a new improved version of Steel Vengeance, because, no, I recently rode Steel Vengeance. It was amazing. It was so relentless. It was such an exhilarating ride. It became my new #1 of all time. Yeah, I love it so much better than Twisted Colossus, in my opinion. Like, that's why I'm trying to make it so much like a Steel Vengeance 2.0, but without cloning it or anything like that. And yes, I'm saying that a mirrored image counts as a clone, kind of. A mirrored image counts as a clone, kind of. Like, so yeah, I'm actually trying to make, how Steel Bull will be to Steel Vengeance will be kind of like, it's kind of like, you know, there's also like, there's an upcoming Rockabye Construction Topper Track wooden coaster, a Topper Track wooden coaster, Ground Up RMC Topper Track, that's going over to Poland in 2020, over at Energylandia, yeah, like, and how I saw pictures of it, images of it, I saw it was like, kind of looked like a Goliath Six Flags Great America, Goliath 2.0 if you're referring it to Six Flags Great America's Goliath. Yeah, like, that would be kind of a new improved version of Goliath at Six Flags Great America, like how Steel Bull is like a new improved version of like a Steel Vengeance 2.0, kind of. Like a new improved version of Steel Vengeance, kind of, yeah. But, so by the way, and also, with the Intamin Blitz coaster, oh yeah, actually over here, I'm also making like a custom, archway, like a custom entrance canopy, kind of, yeah, like where guests will enter, like where humans will enter as they walk into the queue line, and the fast lane, yeah, definitely, the priority pass, yeah, definitely, yeah, kind of inspired that ride, like that queue line, like that entrance canopy, kind of off of Steel Vengeance, but like not a copy of not a copy of that entrance building. Like, not a copy of that entrance canopy. No, but like, a little bit similar, but not a clone, but inspiring enough of, yeah, like, so by the way, I was trying to make, like, the entrance about how the entrance queue will basically, like, you continue going ahead, like, to the left, and the fast lane or slash the priority pass goes to the right. Like, you turn right, yeah, if you want to get into the priority pass queue line, yeah. And also, and by the way, and also for the queue line switchbacks, for the sets of switchbacks, I've actually used a wooden I've used wooden panel fences. The wooden panel fences for the perimeter fences. Yeah, yeah, definitely, yeah. I know, like, as in Planet Coaster, like, the trains are like, the theme of the trains are like a knockoff of Steel Vengeance, but they really wouldn't be in real life. But the reason why I wanted to use that coaster type in the game is because I really wanted to, like, try to use the second generation RMC trains. You know, like, as in Twisted Timbers and Steel Vengeance, yeah. Like, yeah, you know, I just love it how, like, they can, like, use those polyurethane wheels or whatever it's pronounced, and they can go faster, you know? They can, like, I love it how they can go faster, you know? Like, I love it how, like, the friction could change depending on weather. I love it how they can go faster, too, depending on weather, you know? Like, on a hot summer day, that will be flying, my god. It's so legit, since I've seen videos of Twisted Timbers in different weather. Videos of Twisted Timbers footage in different weather. Like, it kind of seemed like it was gonna... It kind of seemed like... It went a little bit slower. As it was still... weather was still warming up. And when it was cooler outside. And loved it how, like, it actually moved a lot faster. And when it was hot, moved faster when it was hotter outside. Like, yeah, I've also really wanted to use, the new RMC trains, especially with that double wheel assembly with the polyurethane wheels, and watch out for that loud lift chain, though, that's for sure. Like, of course, I really wanted, like, Steel Bull to have that really loud, that ridiculously loud lift chain, too, as well, yeah, like, personally love this, like, I love the new RMC trains. They're really they're more comfy, and they're really fun. They give plenty of kick butt rides. Yeah, it's super legit. I rode Steel Vengeance. It's literally my favorite ride in the park yet. Favorite coaster in the world, possibly. I even like it better than El Toro and Twisted Colossus. Yeah, man. And trust me, I do not miss Mean Streak. So, by the way, but like, I know, well, too bad you can't really customize, the second generation RMC trains in Planet Coaster, but, even though, like, I really wish that Frontier could have an update in one of their future updates. Hopefully, in one of the future updates, they can have, these second generation RMC trains that could be more customizable, you know? More customizable, that you can even, like, recolor the trains, but you can't on the current Rockabye Construction coaster type that features the second generation trains, the new generation trains that I really like. Yeah, that I really love, man. Yeah, but I really wish I could have an update like that. Yeah, like, where they can have customizable, like, a new RMC coaster type, like, with, like, the iBox hybrid coaster, yeah, but, like, more, like, with the new generation RMC trains, with the new generation Rocket Mountain Construction trains, like as used on Twisted Timbers and Steel Vengeance, but, except more customizable, yeah, except more customizable, that you can, like, recolor the trains and everything, yeah. But you can't on the Steel Vengeance coaster type. But the reason why the only reason why I wanted to use that coaster type is use those kind of trains because because they have the new, they are the new Rocket Mountain Construction prototype trains. Like they use the new wheels on, like, yeah, you know, yeah, like on Twisted Timbers and Steel Vengeance, yeah. So by the way, over here, I'm actually working on as you just saw, I was working on well, as you see here, I'm filling in some gaps over here too. Like, as you see here, I'm actually adding I'm filling in a top spin over here. Yeah, like I'm filling in a top spin. I'm filling in a gap using, like, I'm adding in a top spin flat ride over here, and also, yeah, definitely, yeah, and, man, I would love for Planet Coaster to also get an Intamin prefabricated wooden coaster too as well, you know? That would have been awesome, like, so we could basically make so many rides like El Toro on steroids, or, like an El Toro, like, so you could easily make, like, El Toros on steroids, pretty much. So yeah, like, I would love an Intamin prefabricated wooden coaster in Planet Coaster 2 as well. Yeah, definitely, yeah. And as well as more customizable Rocket Mountain RMC Rocket Mountain Construction new generation trains, like on Twisted Timbers and Steel Vengeance, but I'd really prefer, yeah, like, the second generation RMC trains. I'm not talking about Gerstlauer trains, but I'm talking about the new RMC prototype trains that's used on Twisted Timbers and Steel Vengeance. Man, I love those trains. Like, we need a Planet Coaster update where we can customize those type of trains. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, for sure. And also, I've also made custom ride skin. I've also attempted to build custom ride skin, to make custom ride skin for the top spin, custom ride skin, but more realistic ride skin, but like, not quite, but so by the way, as you see, like, man, I really hope we can, hopefully soon as possible, I can be able to work on a new, like, finally add a new coaster at Oak Point, but, even at, like, after I get over my obsession over here, trying to be, like, a perfectionist, but, as you see here, I'm, like, remodeling the Intamin Blitz coaster, of course, yeah, and also, I think I'm still going with the name Walled Stallion, but, kind of still going with the name Walled Stallion, but, I have no idea, but, I think I'm still going with the name Walled Stallion because, yeah, definitely, yeah. Also, I'm trying to make this, like, kind of like a Maverick on steroids, kind of, but, not trying to make, like, trying to make this Intamin Blitz coaster kind of inspired off of Maverick, but, not a copy of Maverick, I mean, not a clone of Maverick, but inspired off of Maverick, like, I mean, with a combination of Maverick and a little bit of Ice Speed, kind of, a little bit of Ice Speed and Maverick, kind of, but, by the way, I've also added a top hat element, too, yeah, like, I've also added a top hat element, too, as well, and I've also been adding, like, right after, like, the beyond 90 degree first drop, I've also added, kind of like a dive drop, kind of, and I'm still trying to keep the Intamin Blitz coaster to have two LSM sections, have 2 sections of LSM launches. Yeah, yeah, pretty much, yeah, and also, I do like to play with the friction, the custom friction, like, do like to play with the friction slider as well, like, for Planet Coaster, I do also love to play with, like, the friction, the customizable friction as well, too, you know? With the custom friction as well. You know, yeah, I always like to keep it lower friction, because sometimes for me, it's good to be on low friction, because you could be able to, like, it could even be the lower friction could be capable for, like, more kick butt rides, you know? Yeah. Because Club Coaster definitely loves coaster enthusiasts, but, yeah, right, like, by the way, I love, like, yeah, definitely, so by the way, yeah, Wild Stallion also does have, also did add, like, a tunnel, like, a tunnel that the second launch goes into, yeah, like, yeah, definitely, and I was originally supposed to, like, I did try out working with, like, using rock work, like, I did work on some scenery this coaster too, yeah, and I've also, tried working on rock work, but, I'm still kind of, like, I'm still not that great at rock work yet, but, I still don't know how to make realistic rock work yet, but, I do, so I, like, I'm still not completely done with, like, theming everything and stuff like that, and decorating everything. Yeah, but, and it's also, it's like, its second launch, you get launched up to, like, it shoots you up to about, to nearly 80 miles per hour, to almost 80 miles per hour, that second launch, which is, like, kind of a good speed, but, nearly 80 miles per hour, not exactly 80 miles per hour, but nearly 80 miles per hour. Yeah, by the way, yeah, and also, and I'm also working on, I also decided to, like, add, like, kind of like, a river, like kind of like a moat that goes around the park, kind of like a peninsula, kind of, to make this park kind of based on a peninsula, or, kind of like a riverside, kind of, but, kind of like a river, but, it could be based on oaks, like, kind of based on, like my fiction river named, Oak River, but it's very fictional, yeah, like, whatever, man, yeah, so by the way, so this coaster too as well, like, try to make, like, a couple, 0G rolls, and, like, yeah, and as well as, like, airtime pops in between, but, like, a few pops of airtime, and a few pops of air, and as well as, and a top hat too as well, and, yeah, a top hat too as well, and a couple, two stangle dives, or 2 stengel dives, or something, whatever's pronounced, and also, and also decided to, It's a very basic layout here, but and also, yeah, I'm trying to make this coaster run up to 5 trains. Kind of trying to make this Blitz coaster run up to 5 trains, like, and kind of trying to make this, like, Intamin Blitz coaster use, lap bars. Use, like, lap bar restraints, like, so I basically had to use, like, the Millennium Force style trains, like, the Mega Coaster trains, like, or the Giga / Mega Coaster style trains are like, or in real life, realistically, in real life, Wild Stallion would use, like, trains like on, like trains such as, like, on, like, Mega Light style trains, like on Piraten, over at Silmerland in Denmark, and as well as other other Intamin Mega Lights out there, yeah, definitely. So I'm trying to make this kind of basic to use the Mega Light style trains, yeah, more comfortable too. Yeah, so by the way, it also worked in the transfer table for Wild Stallion 2 as well, but I'm still not completely done with much yet, but still haven't even completed on a custom logo for Wild Stallion either, but yeah, absolutely, but well, it's all to say in this time lapse, and enjoy the rest of the time lapse here of Oak Point, Part 15. Club Coaster here, signing off.